Welcome to the practice problem set for Unit 1, Lesson 1. So when I go through these, this will be the unit and this will be the lesson. So before the dot and after the dot. So I'm just call everything number, point, another number. Okay, so a towering sequence was our first lesson. Okay, here's a rule to make a list of numbers. Each number is the sum of the previous two numbers. All right, so this is key. Each number is the sum. Sum means add of the previous two numbers. So start with the 0 and 1. So the first thing we're going to do is write down 0 and 1. Then we add them. We get 1. So now that we're at the third term, the previous two numbers are 1 and 1. So 1 plus 1 makes 2. The previous two numbers now are 1 and 2, and you get 3. The previous two numbers are 3 and 2, and you get 5. And the previous two numbers are 3 and 5, which makes 8. The previous two numbers are 8 and 5, which makes 13. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can add 8 and 13 to get here, and then 13 in that number. 8 and 13 will get you here. This number and 13 will get you the second one. So you can do the other two. Now that I did 8 out of the pattern for you. Okay, a sequence starts 1/2, 1/4, 1/8. So we can see that the bottom is multiplying by 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So the bottom is multiplying by 2. But what is the top multiplying by? You know that 1 times any number will give you the same number. So 1. So we're multiplying by 1/2. So that is the rule. So the first thing you do when you see a sequence, figure out the rule. Write it right next to the sequence, and then go ahead and answer the questions below. Now, follow your rule to write the next 3 terms in the sequence. So 8 times 2 is 16, so this would be 1/16. 16 times 2 is 32, and then 32 times 2 is 64. So I added 3 more terms to my sequence. Okay, a sequence of numbers follows the rule. Multiply the previous number by -2 and add 3. So -2n plus 3. The fourth term of the sequence is -7. So I got -7. I got a number. I got a number. I got a number. So 1, 2, 3. The fourth term is 7. 7 times -2 is 14. 14 plus 3 is 17. 17 times -2 is -34. -34 plus 3 is -31. And because we're multiplying by negative, we should see negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So we added 1, 2, we need one more. -31 times -2 is positive 62 plus 3 is positive 65. Now, we want the 3 terms that came before 7 in the sequence. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to set -2n plus 3 equal to -7. And we're going to solve for n. N will give us the previous term. How do I know this? Well, let's do it. I got my thing. This is my rule, and this is how I got the -7. So if I set it equal to -7, I know I'll get the term before it. So -3, if I subtract 3 from both sides, I get -2n is equal to -10. If I divide by -2 on both sides, I get n is equal to 5. So it's a positive number. And then what you want to do whenever you solve an equation is check. So -2 times 5 minus 3 is -10 minus 3. Oh, plus 3. I'm sorry, plus 3. plus 3 is negative 7. So it works. And now to find a term before this, I got to do the same thing. I'm going to set negative 2n plus 3 equal to 5. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. I'm going to get negative 2n is equal to positive 2. I'm going to divide by negative 2 on both sides. And I get n is equal to negative 1. So my next term is negative 1. So still negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, because I'm multiplying by negative 2 in front of my n. So I can put negative 1 in. If I do negative 2 times negative 1 plus 3, I should get 5 back. So the sequence holds. So for the next one, I take negative 2n plus 3 and set it equal to negative 1. I subtract 3 from both sides. I get negative 2n is equal to negative 4. If I divide by negative 2 on both sides, I get n is equal to positive 2, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And then 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2 plus 3 is 5. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. Okay, so everything works. This is my sequence. I gave you the 3 terms, and that's how you solve this problem. A sequence starts 0, 5. So the first thing we want to do is write 0, 5. Okay, give a rule the sequence could follow and write the next 3 terms. All right, so if we add 5, 10, 15, 20. Now for this sequence, you're going to have to think about it. We want a different rule. So for a different rule, let's use a variable. So let's take, I don't know, 2 times the number plus 5. Because if we start with 0, anything times 0 is 0 plus 5, we get to 5. And then we do 2 times 5 is 10 plus 5 is 15. And then 2 times 15 is 30 plus 5 is 35. Try to think of some other rule you could use to come up with and see if you get something different. All right? These are the practice problems for lesson 1 of unit 1. Thank you for watching this video.